Hey guys, my name is Ashley and I filmed this tutorial for you today. If you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching and please make sure you hit that subscribe button down at the bottom and give it a thumbs up. I am new to YouTube and I look forward to sharing more with you. But if you want to see how I got this look right here, please keep watching. Thank you so much and I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Mwah. Bye. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. This is my first video I've done, so I'm sure they will only get better from here. But if you don't mind just giving me some support and just hitting that subscribe button and a thumbs up if you like the video. So I've already concealed under this eye and I used my beauty blender to blend that out. So as you can see, I have concealer under this eye and on my eyelid, and we're going to go ahead and blend that out as well. So, I just started my channel. I am a mom. My kids come first in just about everything that I do. And so, right now they're at school, so I thought it'd be a great time to get my first video up. So as you can see, I just blended that out. You don't want to see any harsh lines from your concealer to your face. I do my concealer first personally. Sorry if you can hear all the traffic going by. I have the windows open. It's a beautiful day outside. So now that we've done our concealing, now I'm just going to set all that with my Mercier translucent powder. So you can take it on your beauty blender and then just dab it in there and set it, or you can just take a brush and set it as well. It's up to you, whichever way you feel comfortable. So I'm going to just take my brush and just dip it in there and then just go over my eyelids just to set that, so that way we have a nice base for our eyeshadows. So from there, I'm going to take my beauty blender, and it's got a pretty good amount of translucent powder. I'm just going to go right underneath my eye as well to set that. I like setting my under eyes with this method, but not on top of them. And it's just a personal preference of what you prefer. The Just Peachy mattes. I like this palette. I like the colors of it. I like how blendable they are. Out a little bit so you can just see what I'm talking about. They're just really pretty fall shades. Peach tea, and then I'm going to take a little bit of this fresh picked right here. I'm going to mix both of those together and then just go right in my crease and a little bit above it. So I don't go all the way in until I have very little product on my brush. Right now I'm just doing the outer, and then once it's pretty clear, I'll go all the way in. So we're just going to do the same thing on the other eye. And just dab it on there at first. And then we're just going to blend it about halfway. And you just want to keep going back and forth to make sure it's completely blended and you don't have any harsh lines. My Morphe M441 brush for that. Now I'm going to go in with a small tapered blending brush. This is my Sigma E45 brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of Peach Tarte in Just Right, which is this top color right here, and then the one right underneath it. One's a brown, and then one's kind of like a purpley brown color. And I'm just going to keep this on the outer corner, just like this. Just going back and forth. And then you kind of want to work it up into your crease area after that. But you don't want to go all the way in to the inner corner like we did with the other one. You just want to keep this one on the outer corner. So again, we're going to do the same thing on this side. That part we're going to go back in with our Morphe brush that has no additional product on it, and we're just going to blend that out. And you just want to keep going back and forth until you feel like you have all the harsh lines blended. You don't want any harsh lines in your eyeshadow. You just want it to kind of all blend together seamlessly. I want them all to fade together. Okay, so now that we've blended that, I'm just going to take a little bit more of that peach tea color that we used at first and just go right over the top of it, just to kind of blend out any harsh lines that we may have created with the darker shadows. And again, this is on that same Morphe brush. I feel like I have something in my eye. So now I'm just going to take a clean brush. There's nothing on it. And this is the Kokie 627 brush, and I'm just going to run that over the top of everything. You can go in circular motions and back and forth just to make sure that you get it all completely blended. Pencil brush, and I'll just take those same colors that we used on the lid and on the crease, and I will go underneath my eyes. So that peach tea color and then the fresh picked. We're going to start out over in the corner, and we're just going to drag it along the bottom. And like I said, hopefully I can get my tripod out, that way these turn out a whole lot better. But then, I guess like this way you can't see the funny faces I'm making with my mouth either. So now we're going to take the two darkest shades that we use, which is the Peach Tart and the Just Right, and we're just going to go on the outer half of our eye, on the lower lash line. You don't want to take that all the way in if you want to look more awake. That way it doesn't close your eyes. This is going to keep your eyes more open versus closing them by having dark shades all the way around. So once you've done that, then you can take that same Sigma brush that we used, and then you're just going to blend it all together underneath there. And depending on how smoky you want your lower lash line, you can go even further down than I did, but I don't like it when it's way down there. So now that we've done that, so you can either leave your inner corner blank, or you can put a matte shade there or a shimmer shade. It's completely up to you. I know a lot of people don't like shimmer. For the video today, we're just going to go a little bit dramatic, so I'm going to use a shimmer. I got these Stilla, let's see, Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. I do like these. I like the way they wear. They're very pigmented and they're very glittery. So if you are not a glitter person, then I definitely would not recommend these at all. So I've got 4 different shades. I have the Smoldering Satin, which this one's more of a goldish color, a little bit of purpley undertone. They're super sparkly. And then I've got Kitten Karma, and then this one is more of like an orangish kind of shade. Not really orange, I guess, but it's kind of like a peachy with silver flakes in it. And that one looks like this. I don't know if you can see it real well. I know the lighting is terrible, and I've got to find my tripod. This was the first one, and then as you can see, I think that's upside down. No. So, Smoldering Satin, and then the Kitten Karma, and then we have Smoky Storm, which that one's right there. It's kind of a darker color. It's more silver than anything else. There's really no other undertones in it besides like a silver shimmer. So as you can see that. And then the last one I have is the Rose Gold Retro, which this one looks really pretty. Yes, that one is very pretty. So that one is this top color right here. It's really like that one. So I think for today we're gonna go with the Rose Gold Retro. I just feel like it would go with this look a lot better than the other colors. And a little bit goes a long way. So, just gonna put that down here. Oh my goodness. Just kind of carve out your lower area with that. I don't know if you guys can see real well. So as you can see, that's super, super shimmery. So then we're just going to do the same to the other eye. very careful with this stuff because a little bit goes a long way. So now that you have that on, what I like to do is I like to go back on the outer corner and touch that up and just kind of like blend it together to where you don't have the harsh line of the glitter and then the dark shades that we put on. So I'm just going to take a really small brush, and this is the Morphe E18 brush. It looks like this. So I'm just going to take that, and then we're going to go back into those darker shades that we put on the outer corner, the Peach Tart and the Just Right. And then just tap that on there a little bit over where we put that glitter color to where it kind of blends together. I guess I better get into the, and then a little bit over the top, on the top part of it. You definitely don't want any harsh lines with this because it is so pigmented, like you can just see the line. So you just kind of want to blend that in the best that you can. At least it's not that obvious. Alright, so now that we have that on, we are good with our eyes. And I'm just going to take my brush that I used to set my eyes, and then I'm just going to wipe away that powder from underneath them. And that's good for if you happen to have any fallout, then all you have to do is just take your brush and wipe away that translucent powder. And then you no longer have any fallout underneath your eyes or anything like that. Moving on to the face, I've already primed my face. And then my dog starts barking as I'm setting makeup down because apparently he thinks somebody's here. So I use this Smashbox Pore Minimizing Photo Finish Primer. It's the first time I've used this one. So far I like it. It did make my pores look smaller right in here. And then I'm sure after my first video I won't be quite so nervous, and hopefully I'll have my tripod and we'll be able to set this up and be able to do videos a whole lot better than this. But like I said, this is my first one and I was just kind of like testing it out to see if it goes over well, if I get very many likes, if I get any subscribers or anything like that. Please don't hesitate to interact with me. That would definitely mean the world to me. I was actually inspired to do makeup and to actually get into YouTube by Jaclyn Hill. I don't know if you guys have heard of her. I'm sure you have. She's just amazing. She always has great makeup looks. And I watch her channel religiously. Like every time she has a video go up, I watch it. I just think that she's just a very down-to-earth person, and I absolutely love her videos and the looks that she comes up with. For foundation, we are going to go in with the Super CC by Physicians Formula. I have only used this once, and I really like the way that my face looked after using it. It definitely helped cover up any spots that I had. It definitely made my face look flawless. But I also have a ton of favorite foundations, so I don't really stick with just using one all the time. I use several different ones. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and put it on the back of my hand. And then I have my blending brush, which is the Morphe 439 brush. This is my ultimate favorite foundation brush there is. So I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to start applying it. I did wet my brush with a little bit of the Marc Jacobs Perfecting Coconut Setting Mist. I like spraying my brushes before I apply my foundation. Like I said, again, that's a personal preference. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. If you haven't tried it, I would recommend trying it. Just spray your brush with a little bit of setting spray, and then just see how you like your foundation. To me, it goes on a lot easier and smoother, and it gives you a more dewy look instead of like such a dry, matte look all the time. But this is just something that I do every day when I apply my foundation, is I always spray my brush. And then when I don't spray it, now to set my whole face, let's see, we're just going to go in with this Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder. And this could be a huge mess if I'm not careful. So I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe E1 brush. No, this is not sponsored by Morphe. I just love their products. So I got some of that on my brush, and I'm just going to tap that on my face just to set my foundation and keep it from moving. So I love this brush for powders. It's just big and it gets the job done really fast instead of using a smaller brush, and then it feels like you're taking forever to just set your foundation. And then for bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This bronzer smells so amazing. On this Tarte Kabuki brush, and then I'm just going to bronze right here. I don't really contour my face, but I do bronze it basically in a contour fashion, just so that way it's not all one color. Alright, so now that we've done that, now we're going to go in with our blush. If I can get my box open. I've been loving this blush recently. This is the Bare Minerals Ready Blush and the One. And this is the color of it. I really like it. And then we are going to take, here's my, maybe my next video I'll be a little bit more organized and have my stuff all right here that I'm going to use for the video instead of having to reach all over the place. So this is just an e.l.f. blending brush, but I just like to use it for blush because of the way it's made. It's just kind of like one streak and you're good. So take that, and I just love this color. It's not real pink and it's not real nude either. It just kind of gives you that perfect kiss of color, basically. So I'm throwing stuff around, as you can hear. Which is the Becca Champagne Pop one, and I just like the way it looks. Whoop, almost knocked my camera over. That wouldn't have been good. So I'm just going to take that on another Morphe brush. This is the M438 brush. And then just dip it in there, tap off, and then just do the high points of my cheek. Absolutely love this highlighter. And it doesn't take much. A little bit goes a long way with this. So then I'm just going to do the tip of my nose and my cupid's bow on just a big eyeshadow brush like this. And then I'll put it like right underneath my eyebrows for a highlight right there. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Just like that. Alright. Now we're going to fill in our eyebrows. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. There's two different ones. There's the Brow Wiz and then there's the Brow Definer. The Brow Wiz has a very slim tip. And then the Brow Definer is more thick. And it's like that. So either one of them, I like them both actually. I like this one if I'm in a hurry. It's just kind of like my dog's getting into stuff. But just kind of like fill in my bare areas. I've got a scar in each eyebrow. So it kind of makes me look like I have like two bald spots in my eyebrows. Which is why I fill them in. And I don't go overboard. I don't make it look like I have like big bushy eyebrows, and I don't. I just like them to be even. As my dog is trying to tear stuff up today. Okay, so after I fill them in, I always comb through them with the comb at the other end, just to make sure it's all even. And then I'll go in and set those with the Clear Brow Gel by Anastasia. And this just kind of helps them from moving, keeps them in place. Okay, so now that we've got that done, so we've got our full face done, and now we're just going to move on to lips. We're just going to put on some mascara and some false lashes. So I'm using the Volumunous Ash Paradise mascara. And I'll just put a coat of that on my eyelashes. And then I'm going to use the Sephora collection false lashes. I think these are in Quail. So I've already cut them to fit my eyes. There you go. Now you can see them. And then we're going to zoom back out. So now onto lips. I'm been getting bolder and trying new lips, different colors. especially more appropriate for fall. So I've got one that I really like. Okay, so now I have my lashes on, and you can see they do make a big difference. And this is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick. And they have several really pretty shades. This one is in the shade Shakedown, and I really like it. It's very fall appropriate. Definitely if you like browns. This isn't the one I thought it was going to be, actually. I thought it was a different one that I grabbed. I don't mind this one. This is the first time I've wore this one, but it's definitely not my favorite. Okay, so this is our finished look for today. I hope you guys like it. Please, once again, subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like it. That I used today down in the description bar. Once again, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you. Mwah!